Okay, you've probably seen some videos about how to unicycle, how to put your unicycle together, how to get up on a unicycle, and you've tried it a few times and you just want a couple more tips before you get going or before you throw your unicycle away. So my first tip is to find a big open area. I find that when you first start, if you have to make a turn right away, it's very difficult. Even as you get better, if you get moving and you have to make a turn right away, it's very difficult, so you don't want to start off with any disadvantage. The other thing is that when you first start, it's hard to go straight. So if you find a nice open area, if you start off and you start going to the left, that's fine. Just keep going anywhere the unicycle takes you. The hard part for me was finding out where to learn. There's so many places where you find a nice pole to hold on to, but there might be a curb and there might be a big space between the pole and the pavement. I found that a tennis court is a great place because the fence usually comes up right to the pavement. You can hold on to the fence as you go along. Now, after you get a few days under your belt, then you can move on to a place with a pole and it expands your horizons. Oh, and the other thing that I wouldn't do is learn on your car, because your first few days when you step on your unicycle and you try it, the unicycle has a tendency to go flying. So I wouldn't do it by your car if you have a decent car. One other thing to remember is that you very rarely fall on the ground. I step off the unicycle a lot by mistake, but I don't really land on my head that much. I did wear a helmet when I first learned, and I usually wear one when I'm riding. And I always wear wrist guards because there is a decent chance of falling on your hands. I got these on unicycle.com, but there are plenty of rollerblade wrist guards available. So you probably saw about how to get on your unicycle already. One thing I learned about myself is when I figured out how to do this is you've probably seen videos about leaning forward to start your motion. One thing that helped me is physically pushing off the fence or pushing off the poles at start. You'll see when I push off, my upper body will push forward, and my feet will take a second to catch up, and that's forcing me to lean. So when I start, I'm going to push off this pole. Okay, in a lot of sports you're going to hear don't look down, and that's very true in unicycling. The only time I might look down is when I first start to remind me to get that forward lean, but you really got to remind yourself, look up. So as soon as I get moving, you're going to see my head go up. So when I first started, I practiced a half-hour a day. It's very frustrating at first. Probably 4 days before I could get any decent distance. One thing that helped me then when I wasn't on the unicycle was to ride a bike no-handed, and it reminded me to keep on moving and keep upright. You're never going to see someone riding a bike no-handed like this, looking at the ground. They're always going to be fairly upright. Okay, the hardest thing for me for unicycling when I first started was remembering to pedal constantly. I had a tendency when I was losing my balance to slow myself down because I wanted to get my act together. You really have to keep reminding yourself to keep pedaling. One way you can do that is to remind yourself is to watch a lot of unicycle videos. Unfortunately, a lot of the videos are people doing trials where they're jumping down stairs. But if you could just watch a video where someone's just cruising along and you'll see that they're pedaling constantly, it might be a good reminder to you to keep on pedaling. So every time I start, especially when I first began, I remind myself just to keep on pedaling, keep on pedaling, keep on pedaling. When you first start, you're going to feel like you're very high up in the air and you're going to fall. And you're going to want to lower your seat. You're going to think that you need to lower your seat to make yourself feel safer. When you lower your seat when you're pedaling, your knees are going to fight you and it's going to make it harder. So make sure your seat is nice and high, at least up over your belt. One more thing, you're going to see videos of people using ski poles to learn how to unicycle. I tried that. I'm lucky I didn't break my shoulders. I'm lucky I'm here today to talk to you about it. I wouldn't recommend using the ski poles. Use the fence, go along the fence, then as you get better, the big step is going to be grabbing onto a pole and pushing off. The good thing is once you get to the pole level, you don't have to go to a place with a fence anymore, and it really opens up your horizons. So always remember, keep your eyes up, keep pedaling, lean forward when you start, and have fun.